Joining us now is one of Georgia Tech's all-time greats, one of my all-time favorites, Joe Hamilton. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Jim. How are you doing?
Fantastic, Joe. Could you tell us about that evening when you were inducted into the Hall of Fame? What was going through your mind, and what was that night like?
Well, it was two different feelings. The first feeling I got was when I first was told that I was going to make it into the Hall of Fame, and that was a lot of excitement. I went down to the training room, and I hugged a few of my friends and a few of the guys that came along with me from '96, my guy, trainer Clay Farr. And I kind of thought about the moment of how I would feel throughout the whole time leading up into November 6th, and it's a surreal feeling. That particular night, I got teared up a little bit because it's such an honor. When you think about Bobby Dodd, you think about John Heisman, you think about the stadium, the flats at Georgia Tech. You think of so many things, and you got to understand that when you play for Georgia Tech, it's such a family atmosphere and a tight-knit group that not only that you went into the Hall of Fame, that you took everybody with you. It was just such a love that you really joined your family. And I still can't find the words I really want to say how I feel now, even to this day, because that's one thing nobody can ever take away from me is being inducted to the Georgia Tech Hall of Fame. And it's a prestigious club, and I'll uphold its honor until I die.
Joe, you're a very young man. God willing, you'll live many years. That's got to be exciting thinking about all the years that you're going to live as a member of the Georgia Tech Hall of Fame.
Just the people you meet, just the former guys, Eddie McShane, I was able to meet him before this, but to be able to give him a shout-out, to be able to see him as I got inducted, knowing that he paved the way for me to be a quarterback at Georgia Tech. Many black athletes paved the way for him to be a quarterback in the Southeastern Conference in the South, and just everything that goes along with it. I mean, you talk about Homer Rice, and when I first came to Georgia Tech, what he preached, and that was the total person concept. On and off the field, you want to carry yourself with such a conviction, with such a humbleness that other guys, it would rub off on others that you meet, and that's what I've been trying to do, and I continue to do. And man, this is such a great feeling. I'm still lost for words when I talk, and I'm starting to tremble now when I'm thinking of this Hall of Fame. It's such an honor.
It sounds like at this point that you really think about all those people that helped put you there, your coaches, the other players that were with you, your family, friends. There's probably so many people that you can think about that were a part of this.
Yeah, and as days go by, you think of some more. You might think you had thought of everybody that helped you pave the way and had a little something or had a hand in your success, and you keep on adding to that legacy and adding to those names every time you think about it. That's why I'm so grateful because I couldn't have done anything without any teammates and any coaches. I love the individual sports when you talk about golf and tennis and those boxing and those sports that there's very few that you have to congratulate, maybe your trainer and your personal family members. But when you talk about football and the Georgia Tech Hall of Fame, there's so many people that helped me up along the way, and I'm so thankful for those guys. And every time I see one of those guys that allowed me to be where I am now, I give them a big, great hug and tell them how much they meant to me, and it's really from the heart.
When you look at the Georgia Tech football team, Joe, what do you see as far as the moves that Paul Johnson makes? Those plays where he goes for it on fourth down, like no coach I've ever seen in my life. What kind of confidence does that give the team, and what does that do for the players when you have a guy like that has that kind of confidence in his team and he's willing to play to win?
Yes, man, it rubs off on the team in a very, very positive way, because what you do when you do that as a coach, you send in a message to your ball club that I'm just not calling these plays out on the sideline and hoping and praying that you go in there and run it. I think this team feels that Coach Johnson wants to put on a helmet, wants to put on a shoulder pad, and actually get that 4th and 1 himself. And that's what's rubbing off more important than anything, that Coach Johnson shows to his team and also tells to his team that, guys, I'm not throwing y'all out to the wolves. I'm in this battle with y'all, and I believe in y'all. And what else I love about Coach Johnson, he's a player coach. When I heard his press conference and I heard what went on with that 4th and 1 call against Wake Forest, he said he was going to initially kick it, and then he came to the side, called the timeout, and Josh talked him into going for it. So as a player, you want your coach to always have your best interest and be able to listen to you when you come to the sideline. That's extraordinary, and he's leading those guys. I don't see an end to this. A lot of people would say, how long would this offense last? I think it's going to last throughout the whole time Coach Johnson's going to be there, because he believes in it. His offense, his team believes in it, and it's hard to stop.